Okay, so I hit the button, and then I'm supposed to wait. Do what now? Where'd that pepper guy go? Fuck it. Ding ding ding.
All right, Marks.
Hello from the Magic Tavern, weekly podcast from the magical land of Foon.
Buffoon.
I'm your host, Squirrely D. And with me, as always, are my boon companions, Big Smooth.
I'm cunt.
Well, cut what now?
Listen up, Marks. It's time for another Crimson Ring No DQ podcast. That's right, no DQ. No damp Q-tips, because that's weird to stick something wet in your ear. And instead of that, you should stick this podcast in there. With me, as always, is Doug.
What's up, jerks?
That was a little much.
Sorry.
You want to do the thing?
Yeah. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, am I supposed to wet the Q-tip?
I mean, I guess sometimes if it's dry and you want to really clean it out.
Huh.
Isn't that weird?
Do the professional, unprofessional. Are you having issues?
No, it's fine. You didn't. It's fine. You were to school with that?
Cool with the new producer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I do something wrong?
Not yet. You're good.
Okay.
What's going on with this? I'm gone for like a week and everything. It's weird. I don't know. All right, welcome to the most professionally unprofessional professional wrestling podcast in the game, featuring your undisputed,
Unknowing.
Unedited,
Unnerved.
tag team podcast champions of the world.
Sorry. Look, I just wanted to get in on that a little bit.
It's all right. Maybe try not to join in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just love you guys' show. So,
Well, we love having new producers because we've had so many of them. Let's start off with the news.
So Donald Trump wants to nuke hurricanes.
In wrestling news, Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong for the NXT North American Championship, which encompasses Canada and Mexico. That North American title, not the U.S. title that you were talking about earlier, will be on the first USA showing of NXT.
And when is that? September 18th.
In other news, Jericho got drunk and lost the title. Too much of the bubbly. Then posted that he lost the title, and then there was a search for the title, and then people were making fun of him for losing the title, and then the police say the AEW title was found on the side of the road and turned in by a good Samaritan. I'm going to call bullshit on that one, Doug.
Well, it was an actual police report filed, so I don't think it's a work. I think that it'd be stupid to not turn it into a work for the TV stuff, though. And they're sort of playing into it. Cody talked about some Outback stuff, which led to a Joey Janela Bloomin' Onion death match at Full Gear. And Matt Jackson seemed pretty upset. Not upset, disappointed.
Are you feeling okay?
No.
Okay. In other news, Ric Flair declares war on WWE over the man stuff, saying they need to pay him for use of the man.
Which is asinine at best.
Hey, to be the man, you got to pay the man in this situation. So
Yeah, but okay, you can trademark a phrase like that. You can't trademark the man.
he filed papers to do it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, though.
Is it?
Yes.
But it's Ric Flair.
Yeah, I mean, it's a high-flying, profiling, styling, litigating son of a gun.
Yeah, he wouldn't have lost no title.
I believe there is legal precedent against him being able to trademark the phrase "the man."
We'll have to look into that.
We're just going with this.
Will you go ahead and get legal on that, please?
Oh, yeah. Wait, do they have a phone number?
I'm not sure. I know they definitely have an extension.
Well, this phone isn't reading my fingerprint very well, so I'm going to go find PPR.
So this is just a thing that we're doing.
Moving forward.
This is just a thing that we're doing.
Do you not like the new producer?
Do I not like...
You made the last one cry and run back to his mom.
That's not my fault. And his mom's very attractive, so you're welcome.
I guess that's okay. That's weird. So let's move forward with the wrestling podcast. John Moxley and Kenny Omega are going to be at the next AEW pay-per-view, Full Gear.
That's the name of the pay-per-view.
It sure is. I think it's in November.
It is November 19th.
See, you know dates and I don't.
I just made that up. It's probably not November 19th.
I don't know. It's in November, though.
Yeah.
Okay, another
11/9.
news. Scarlett Bordeaux. I feel like I'm always screwing that last name up, Doug.
It's Boudreaux.
I feel like you're screwing it up. She's trying out at the WWE Performance Center, so maybe we'll see her in NXT.
Yeah, I would be good with that. She's not. I think she fits the WWE style more than the lack of AEW style in the women's division right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe.
She's more like, okay, she reminds me a lot of Maria Kanellis.
Can't wrestle.
Yeah, but
Was I supposed to say that? Well, I did. Fuck it.
well, she's pregnant. She can't wrestle. That's not a.
Scarlett's not pregnant.
I thought we were talking about Maria.
I'm confused.
You're confused?
Yeah. You're not making a whole lot of sense.
I'm making dollars and cents.
Nope. See, still off his rocker. Stephanie McMahon on how Vince McMahon reacts when he sneezes. He doesn't hate me for it, but it's always like a grr, a grimace. But on the flip side, I've been around when he sneezes. Stephanie has seen Vince sneeze. Or heard it, at least. You know what I mean?
Is Vince really this crazy?
I think we need to go back a couple of episodes. So, Marks, when you get a chance, and I'm talking about the listeners, not the other
team.
guys that screw stuff up, the legal team. Go back and listen to Vince McMahon is this crazy game that Mr. Wood made.
It's a really weird way to, yeah. What else you got for news?
In India, holy cow is both an exclamation and an observation. Has nothing to do with wrestling.
No. But if we're going to just talk about stuff,
Yeah,
can
okay.
we talk about Mr. Peanut for a minute?
Yes.
Is he naked?
No, he's got a shell on.
But, I mean,
Are turtles naked?
yes.
No, they have shells on.
But that's still, like, it's part of their body.
Haven't you watched a cartoon when they get squished out of their shell? Or Mario? Be real, Doug. Come on.
Really? This is where we're going with it?
In other news, Tennille Dashwood only with Impact till Bound for Glory.
Who's that now?
Emma.
Oh, okay.
Do what now?
Oh, hey, welcome back. Did you find anything out from legal?
No, they can't find the legal precedent that I was referring to. It was in an article, but I don't know what happened.
That's okay. You did a good job.
Think I might actually be having a stroke now.
You have any news, Doug?
Well, there were several pay-per-views this week.
Oh, there were?
Yeah, there were 3 of them.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, there were more than 3, but we're only going to cover 3.
Okay, let's talk about them.
All right, so this weekend we had 3 competing pay-per-views from 3 of the biggest wrestling companies in the world. New Japan, AEW, and WWE all went head-to-head on Saturday, August 31st.
Are all the levels okay with you guys? I was just, checking the mics and, everything, make sure everything's good.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer it if you kept the mic dry.
I think I'm automatically cleared to do this podcast.
I'm sorry, I just naturally juicy.
So New Japan had a pay-per-view. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, New Japan had a pay-per-view, Royal Quest.
Sounds like a video game.
Yeah, played like a video game.
Oh, okay.
So we had
8-bit?
we had 8 matches.
Oh, okay, cool.
So good segue.
Thank you. It wasn't planned, but none of my shit ever is.
I can tell.
Yeah.
First, we had a 6-man tag match. Rocky Romero, Sho, and Yo faced against Ryusuke Takaguchi, Rin Narita, and Shooter.
Sure, what now?
He's a wrestler.
It was a pretty basic match. It was a kickoff match. It was a bunch of young lions, basically.
Shooter won?
No, Shooter lost. Sho and Yo won in about 8 minutes. It's pretty basic, and
So 2 people won?
well, no, Romero was with them
Oh, you just said Show and Yo.
because it's easier that way.
So you don't care about Romero?
Does anybody? I mean, he lost the Living Dead rights.
What was the next match?
Well, he didn't file the copyright properly, so technically anybody can remake Night of the Living Dead. All right, the next match was Juice Robinson versus Ibushi. Or no, I'm sorry, Juice Robinson and Ibushi against Takahashi and Hikuleo.
I love Juice Robinson. He is so cool.
So this is every time, huh? Anyway, Juice Robinson and Ibushi won, and it was basic. It was easy. It was nice.
It was pumpkin spice. Got it.
We had Will Ospreay and Robbie Eagles in a tag match against Ishimori and El Phantasmo.
Will wrestled that night, huh?
Yeah?
So did his girlfriend. We'll get to that later.
Spoilers, bro.
I'm sorry.
Ospreay won, but it was a non-title match, so they didn't get the tag titles.
Bummer.
Yeah. But they did challenge for a tag match at
Clash of Champions against Seth and Braun. Because Will wants a piece of Seth.
no, that's over. They made up.
Oh.
They're
my
best
bad.
friends again.
I'm sorry.
It's not Wrestle Kingdom, is it?
Yes.
In January?
Yes. They challenged.
That's a ways away.
Yeah.
I'm so used to having a pay-per-view every 2 weeks.
I'm sorry?
WWE mentality. It's not a good thing.
Naito and Sonata were in a tag match, and they defeated Jay White and Chase Owens. Afterwards, Naito attacked Sonata with a chair, and he and Naito fight for a while, and Jay White challenges Naito to a match.
Okay.
We had a heavyweight tag team match of the Gorillas of Destinies versus Aussie Open. The Gorillas of Destiny ended up winning that. We had the Never Openweight Championship match with Kenta versus Ishii. Now, I actually watched this one on YouTube
I love Easy.
because about halfway through, Kenta got a concussion.
What?
Yeah, like a pretty obvious one. A botched spot. He landed on his head. They tried to do a pop-up power bomb and did not end well. But they kept the match going for another 9 minutes.
That's impressive.
Because Kenta was scheduled to win. He joined the Bullet Club at the end of the G1. And so he won the championship belt, but he was so concussed he couldn't even stand and had to climb the ropes to try to hold the title up and was so dizzy and weak that he couldn't even hold the title.
I seen a guy break his neck in the middle of the ring and still win the Intercontinental title.
Didn't Stone Cold re-injure his neck in the triple threat versus Chris Benoit and Chris Jericho, and then he still won the title?
Yeah, Stone Cold's a badass.
Oh, hell yeah!
Let's continue.
I mean, do you want to? Because it's like a train wreck, man. Okay. British Heavyweight Championship match. Tanahashi defeated Zack Sabre Jr. And in the World Championship match, Okada defeated Suzuki. So there you go. Saturday also saw an NXT UK takeover in Cardiff that had Noam Dar, hard name to say, versus Travis Banks. And I don't watch a lot of NXT UK, so apparently this had a lot of build up, but I don't know the story other than the package. So it was a good match. It was solid. It was 205 Live guys basically, and it was good, but it would have mattered more for Noam Dar apparently if I had followed this on NXT UK.
I mean, I don't think it would have helped. Noam Dar. Sounds like a Star Wars character.
Uh-huh.
He's Scottish, isn't he?
I mean, we're just this is a bit we're doing. This whole
I
episode.
mean, I don't know what Noam Dar is.
I'm pretty sure he's from Scotland.
We'll have to look it up.
Okay. Second match was Cesaro versus Ilya Dragunov, who does look like Dolph Lundgren, by the way, if anybody cares. There was a backstage interview before. Cesaro says he's going to have an open challenge, and he doesn't care who he fights. And that's when Drago shows up and they stare each other down. Then Drago comes out to the ring and calls him out. The match was pretty good. Drago did the Rock Bring It thing, which was nice. The crowd really went for that. Cesaro hit him with a big old uppercut after that. Cesaro also swung him 40 times. I know this because the audience counted each revolution.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I never keep track.
Well, they did for you. They're very big on counting in the UK. It was...
How high of a number did they get to?
40.
Wow.
Yeah.
40 swings?
Yeah. It's like 4 more than 36.
No shit.
Wow, that's a lot.
Huh.
Indeed.
So Noam Dar was born in Be'er Yaakov, Israel, and he moved to Scotland at age 5 and was raised in Ayr, where he resided until 2016.
I love history lessons.
After the match, Cesaro looked like he was going to attack him, but ended up hugging him, and there was this nice little like passing of the torch moment where he raised his hand. The next was for the NXT UK titles. It was a 3-way triple threat match. The grizzled young vets, who are James Drake and Zach Gibson, were the challengers, and they fought against Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan and the team of Gallus, which apparently is a stable, featuring Wolfgang, Mark Coffey, and Joe Coffey. Mark and Wolfgang were the two in the match. It was like a Young Bucks match. It was just spot after spot after spot. It wasn't a lot of actual wrestling, but it was entertaining to watch.
Well, I mean, UK wrestling's a little bit different than the stuff we do over here.
Well, they have a big strong style thing.
Yeah. It mimics. I think it's a good mesh of the Japanese style and the American style.
Which makes sense because there's sort of the cream filling and the Oreo between those two.
That's true.
Oh, I like Oreos.
Me too. Especially the peanut butter ones.
Oh, double stuffed.
I love when things are double stuffed.
Is it?
When I'm talking about Oreos, you need to calm down on the edit button there, PPR wannabe.
Okay.
I don't know. PPR just told me to watch for like the double entendres and things like that.
I don't even know what that word is. He's talking about when we say things like...
And you just said double stuff.
Yeah, because I like double stuffed Oreos.
But
You
then
ever had a
said-
double stuffed biscuit?
But then you said double entendres.
That's because it's in another language. Squirrely D.
Yeah.
Big Smoothie, will you tell him what, like, it's in another language.
I don't know what a double entendrectomy is. Come on.
So anyway, Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan won, and they are the first ever Welsh champions in WWE history, and the second NXT UK Tag Champions. I mean, it was good, but they were. It was a spot fest.
There was a shooting star press.
Yeah, there were like 5.
I just know there was one at the very end.
All right, the next match was a last man standing match. This had Joe Coffey from the Gallows Group versus Dave Mastiff.
Who looks like a real bulldog.
No, these dudes were fucking huge, and it was awesome. And
Yeah.
this was the crazy, most British thing I've ever seen in my life. Mastiff whipped Coffey so hard into the turnbuckle that it broke. I don't know if that was legit or a spot, but it was cool either way. Coffey grabs a pool cue, breaks it over Mastiff, and then tries to stab him in the eye with it.
Nice.
Because British.
We're in the UK. Yeah.
Right. Mastiff comes back and hits him with a cricket bat. Which was I don't know. I mean, I guess they keep different stuff under their ring aprons over there.
I like it better.
Charges at him, tries to hit him with a table, does like a bad thing, like a bad landing, and like lands right on his liver or kidney area, and that looked like it genuinely hurt. Coffey tries to get a chain and swing it at him, Mastiff catches it. They have a tug of war in the middle of the ring. That was just fucking ridiculous. Mastiff then grabs 2 chairs and tosses one to Coffee, and they proceed to joust at each other with the chairs.
I love it.
It was fucking ridiculous. And
Best match ever?
It was probably my favorite match of all weekend was this match. You just get, like, it was good. It was real good. It was.
You really liked that match?
Yeah,
I understand.
The next was Toni Storm versus Kylie Ray for the NXT Women's Championship.
Yes,
it was exactly.
Ray. Like, not Ray, but Kaylee Ray.
Right, that's what I said.
No, you said Kylie Ray. She's retired.
Kaylee Ray.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so Toni Storm versus Kylie Ray for the NXT UK Women's Championship.
You still did it.
What do you mean?
It's Toni Storm versus Kaylee Ray.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one was kind of weak. I really didn't feel like Toni Storm. I really didn't feel like Toni Storm was that great in the ring. Kaylee was, or Kay, or however you want to say it. Kaylee Ray.
She's not smiling.
No, she was tough, though. She looked like a brawler. I don't really know much about her. Apparently, they were best friends, and then they broke up, and now they're fighting each other.
That's usually a storyline.
Yeah, there were a lot of
every
botched
week.
spots in this match, too. So
That's like me and Master Shake, like every week.
I'm going to choose to ignore the rest of this. Kaylee Ray won. So she's the new NXT UK Women's Champion.
Oh, Kylie Ray won. Okay.
And our main event had Walter versus Tyler Bate for the United Kingdom Championship.
I love it.
Uh,
Tyler Bate is fucking great.
he is, but at no point did I think that he was going to beat Walter. I feel
No, Walter's a brick shit house.
right, but I feel like they should have at least wrote the match to where it seemed like Tyler had a shot. He did scoop slam Walter, which was pretty impressive, but that was about the extent of his offense.
Yeah.
Walter pretty much just ran him down.
Is it a bigger difference in size and power than Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Tyler Bate I think is a lot smaller.
I don't know Tyler Bates, so I don't know how
I think
big
Tyler
he
Bate's
is.
a lot smaller than Seth Rollins,
Wow.
in my opinion.
This match also went on for 25 minutes, which was about 20 minutes longer than it should have.
Jeez.
Yeah. There were a lot of rest holds.
Should it have been a squash?
Yeah, it should have been a squash because it was a squash. They just drug it out. There was a lot of, like, running out of the ring and then running around at him, chasing him, and then getting back in the ring at an 8 count and blah, blah, blah. It was just, it wasn't well done. I don't know who's booking over there, but I don't really feel like they did a good job. And our third pay-per-view of the night was AEW's All Out.
Hey, something to talk about. Let's talk about that.
Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I do want to talk about this one.
All right. It began with a buy-in like they always do. We had a women's casino battle royale. The first group in was Leva Bates, Fabi Apache, Priscilla Kelly, Nyla Rose, and Solandra.
I like Leva Bates.
Yeah, she had a really funny, like, Kofi Kingston-esque thing where she walked across books.
I don't think she's a serious female wrestler in the AEW, nor do I think she's going to be. I think she's just there for entertainment purposes.
Do you know that she's the head trainer of the women?
Yeah, but I'm saying she's not going to put herself over.
No. She's there as a comedy act, for sure.
And I love her for it.
Yeah, no, she did a really good job. It was funny. Nyla Rose eliminated them all before the second group came out. The second group consisted of Penelope Ford,
She's a real animal.
Shazza McKenzie, Sadie Gibbs, Big Swole, and Dr. Britt Baker.
DDS.
Yes, DDS. Big Swole is, of course, Cedric Alexander's wife.
DDS what now?
She's a dentist.
The third group had Tennille Dashwood, also
Emma.
known as Emma, yeah. Eva Lise, B. Priestley, Brandy Rhodes, and Awesome Kong.
She's awesome.
The fourth group consisted of Allie, Nicole Savoy, Teal Piper, ODB, and Jazz.
Teal Piper wasn't in it very long.
No, none of these people were in it very
Well,
long.
let me explain. Teal Piper is just beginning her wrestling career very late in life, like in her 30s. Even though that's super young, in wrestling, it's not.
No.
And she's just, trying it out, getting into it. I think she joined WoW,
Yes.
but she's still very new. Like, I think she's only had a handful of matches, if that.
Yeah, and I mean, she's of course Roddy Piper's daughter.
Yeah, so I mean, ride out that legacy because, damn it, someone should.
Yeah, someone not Rhonda.
Yeah, exactly.
The Joker was
Yeah, go cut your finger off. Oh, I'm sorry. She cut her finger off almost.
That seemed like needlessly aggressive.
I don't like Ronda Rousey.
Okay, respect.
Yeah.
The Joker was former Mae Young Classic competitor Mercedes Martinez.
Who nobody knew.
But she was awesome.
Yes, she was.
The final four were Mercedes, Bea Priestley, Dr. Britt Baker, and Nyla Rose. Nyla Rose winning after Bea Priestley helped to eliminate Dr. Britt Baker.
Do you guys think they're gonna keep up with the casino words and themes for the pay-per-views? Because all of them have a buy-in and a Casino Royale, Battle Royal.
Well, think about it. We just had the AEW championship match, which we'll get into later, and they had to have a buy-in for that. So naturally, to have a buy-in at this one for the women's championship, which will be crowned at the first AEW show
On
on
TNT.
TNT. Yep, October 2nd. So I think that's when it makes the most sense to have those.
Okay, I agree with all of that, except that you're talking about the Casino Battle Royales.
Yes.
There's been a buy-in on every show. That's just what they call their
Yeah, but
pre-show.
it's part of the buy-in.
Right. I think the buy-in...
The question was if they were going to have them on all the buy-ins.
I don't dislike it. I'm just curious if they're not having every show in Vegas. So I was just curious if everything was always going to be casino themed.
I think that they just did that to mirror the men's match, but they're going to have a buy-in. That's just their name for the pre-show. Every pay-per-view's had one so far.
Yeah.
Okay, the second match on the buy-in was Private Party versus Jack Evans and Angelico.
Private Party!
Street Profits. Same gimmick.
Yes, but Street Profits took it from Private Party.
Yeah, Private Party's way better.
Yeah. It was a pretty good match. I liked it. I liked the spots. I don't like Evans and Angelico.
Dude, they don't like themselves. Did you see him out there? I mean, come on.
Yeah. I don't like his hair. I don't like the color of their outfits. Our second match of the buy-in had Private Party versus Jack Evans and Angelico.
I did not like that match.
I did not like that match either. I like Private Party a lot. I think that they are very charismatic, and they remind me kind of like the New Day, where they're just very boisterous, I guess.
Yeah, they're okay.
You're not a fan?
They're okay. They're not terrible. The match was okay. Like, I could have went without it.
I don't like Marcus Quinn stopping to show me that he's done a move every time he does a move.
Well, he's just impressed he didn't screw it up.
After the match, Private Party won. After the match, Evans and Angelico beat him down.
Yeah, that was... You could see that coming. I think we're going to shake hands in the middle of the ring. Then we're going to beat you up.
Yep. So that ends the buy-in.
And that ruined that whole kind of thing for the rest of the pay-per-view.
Uh-huh.
So...
But, I mean, I guess it, set up swerves.
I guess.
First match of the actual pay-per-view had SCU defeating Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt
I bought T-shirts during this match.
for Jungle Boy.
Luchasaurus T-shirts. I bought 2 of them. For Pro Wrestling Tees, which is not a sponsor of this podcast. I've been reminded several times.
But if you type in promo code NoGQ, maybe
No.
you'll get something.
No, I've been told that you can't say that on the podcast.
Now, we had 3 different team names for the Luchasaurus team up.
Yes.
They were referred to as a boy and his dinosaur, a small boy, a boy and his dinosaur, and 2 boys and a dinosaur. However, their graphic referred to them as Jurassic Express.
Yeah.
So
I think that's the tag team name. I wish they'd get rid of Marco Stunt,
yeah,
especially when he does that stupid little dance.
the floss.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Is that a Fortnite dance?
It looks weird when he does it. I don't like it.
I've never played Fortnite.
Yeah. What's a fortnight?
It's 14 days.
Oh, okay.
Well, Fortnite is actually a battle royale game made by Epic Games.
And they're the people that, of course, made Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, okay.
That was rare.
Yeah, I know. Like a game like that doesn't come along very often.
That's very true.
No, the developer was actually called Rare. They are now owned by Microsoft.
Well
I
done.
believe.
Yeah. Okay. We get it. Steak.
Speaking of steaks,
Omaha has good ones.
yeah, so does Longhorn. Okay, so this was a pretty good match. I thought. I always like Jungle Boy, and I love Luchasaurus. The intro where they did like the Jurassic Park T-Rex thing, I thought was great. Where they actually had the camera shake at the stomp.
That was good. That was about the only time they got it right.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. There's a lot of botches, technically wise. SCU won after knocking out both Marco Stunt and Jungle Boy. The end of the match, they set up like it was going to be another heel turn like the previous match, but they did end up shaking their hands and congratulating them. So I thought that was nice.
I like SCU.
I do too.
And Luchasaurus because I bought 2 T-shirts.
Which one did you get?
I mean, one had his face. And I can't remember the other one. But it'll be here in 7 to 10 business days.
All right. So next week, T-shirt episode.
Yeah, I'm going to wear them. I ordered other T-shirts, too.
What kind of T-shirts?
I ordered the man.
Yeah. The Ric Flair.
No. Becky.
Okay.
I hope they poke holes in the box.
Oh, that was a joke about like
Ordering actually
Yeah.
Becky. Yeah.
yeah, she's not Russian. So the next match was the Cracker Barrel Clash. Darby Allin versus Joey Janela versus Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah.
When Darby came out, they had
2
Jimmy
dirt
Havoc.
balls and an old guy. I love it.
Yeah, just everything about that match. I did not like this match.
What? This match was great. It
No,
was so
this
over
was
the
not a
top
wrestling
stupid.
match. This was just like what kids do in their backyard.
Did you see how happy Joey Janela was when he flipped and landed that chair?
Yes.
He was so happy with
that part
himself.
was cool. The whole like duct taping Jimmy Havoc to a chair and pouring Tax in his mouth.
Yeah, that's so 1999.
The skateboard with the nails on the bottom of it.
Yeah,
The-
who plays Tony Hawk?
Darby Allin does in real life.
Yeah, in a wrestling ring.
And well, I mean, he did successfully.
This
make
is a
me-
Vince Russo written match.
Yeah, dude. He did improve on his coffin drop against the Cody.
Cody Allen, yeah.
Yep, against all those people by doing a coffin drop with a barrel onto some steel steps
I would have rather him put the barrel on
and then go
instead
over
of
a
laying on
waterfall.
it. Yeah. No, not what? Oh, that's so Niagara. No, I'm talking about like
Speaking
putting
of
the-
Niagara, buy Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Look,
What?
we don't have any sponsors, guys.
Does it make you produce more?
No, it was like a Niagara Viagra joke.
Oh, I thought you were talking about moisture. This is sopping.
Uh-huh.
Can we continue?
Uh-huh. So Jimmy Havoc defeated Joey Janela by pinfall with Darby Allin dead on the side.
He was totally dead.
Yeah. The next match was Kenny Omega versus Piak.
This match was awesome.
Yes.
I thought we were going to talk about how the camera angles were bad during the Darby Allin, Jimmy Havoc, and the Joey Janela match. The Cracker Barrels, what, clash? Is that what it was?
Do what now?
That's still my line. Well, what are you doing?
All right, our next match was Kenny Omega versus Piak.
Yeah, that match was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
I love that match.
Yeah, it was great.
Go watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, this match was really good. I thought it was the first real wrestling match we had.
It definitely wasn't a disappointment, and it couldn't be because we were running into a situation where we wanted John Moxley versus Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
And we didn't get that because Miz's wife was inside of John's elbow. Oh, it's MRSA. I'm sorry. That's a serious thing. So anyways, it was inside his elbow, and he couldn't wrestle.
I don't know how to follow that, so I'm just going to talk about the match.
Please do.
Okay, Kenny Omega kind of tealsed. That's when you tease a heel turn. It's called a teals.
That's a female heel turn.
Yeah. It's when Roddy's daughter does it.
It's teal.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
tealsed it.
Yeah.
She teased a heel turn. Kenny did a lot of aggressive heel moves, and I thought that Piak did a really good job of just not playing his Neville character. Like, he didn't really take to the air that much. He wasn't doing a lot of the flippy stuff. He was just doing solid wrestling, grappling.
And then we thought he broke his leg.
Yeah, we really thought he broke his leg.
True story. Went and bought this snazzy hat today. Talked to a guy. Told him about the podcast. He subscribed. Boom. Because I'm that good.
Thanks,
He
Trevor.
wasn't already subscribed. I don't know why.
Thanks,
Sold me
Hat
this hat.
Guy.
Yeah. He's a Bears fan. It's fine.
Ugh.
I hope they get destroyed by the Packers tonight. Because I like cheese.
So this is going to be a whole episode, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
But anyways, he also thought that Pac got his leg destroyed.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to play it because he was limping around because that shit was fucking for real.
Yeah, I mean, when he went up to the top rope afterwards, you could see him testing his leg to see if he could actually do the 450, and he did, which was beautiful. He actually knocked out Omega, won by submission.
Yeah, that was weird, right?
Yeah, that was a good sell from Kenny, though.
I never for 1 minute thought he was going over.
I didn't either, especially with all the legal trouble that they've had getting him signed. But he did.
Didn't the other guy that was here earlier say that Pac was going to go over and you guys both said he was stupid?
Yeah, but that's why Barry isn't here anymore.
No, not that guy. The other one. The fat one.
I mean, we're all...
Not you, big smoothie.
I wasn't looking at myself.
So anyway, the next match was...
Oh! He's talking about the champion.
He who shall not be named.
You know, the dick queef.
That's a wind sock. Anyway, the next match was the Best Friends versus the Dark Order to earn a first-round tournament bye.
So I don't like that Dark Order.
No.
Like the one guy.
Which, Evil Uno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's unpleasant to look at.
Yeah.
Like his eye makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Former producer. Maybe still is. We're not sure. Barry did not like his eye makeup either.
No. Barry did like the guacamole, though.
Dude, he ate the shit out of that guacamole.
So, Dark Order won, and then Orange Cassidy showed up. And now they're a team.
I don't know.
One thing I did like about this match was every time Trent and Chuck hugged was the camera zoom.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
I also like when they hugged Orange Cassidy, and he was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Orange Cassidy has the best T-shirt ever. Go look it up.
Orange Cassidy just had his face render for his action figure.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You
No
just-
opposable parts.
Nice.
Next match.
Yes.
Next match saw Riho versus a returning Hikaru Shida for the second spot in the women's championship match.
You know what I don't understand? How do they
Japanese?
determine? I sure as shit don't. Yeah, I don't understand other languages.
No, I don't want a cinnamon sandwich.
I don't know why he was talking about sand clouds.
I don't know.
Weird. Anyways, what I was getting at is, how did they determine that these two were the ones that were going to have a singles match to determine who was going to go to the AEW Women's Championship match, and the rest of them are like, the rest of you can just have a battle royal?
Well,
There's no sense in any of the shit they're doing.
no, not with the women's
They
division.
could have used YouTube platform. This is where I save wrestling, and I haven't done it in a while. This is where they could have used their YouTube platform to have matches and had a tournament every week on episode matches, and people could have followed that, and they
like
would've
on
got
there
them more
being the
views.
elite stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, too bad they already fucked it up.
Yeah, I mean, they're women's division.
Their women's dimension.
Yep, they're dimensional women. I thought it was a pretty good match. I laughed when Ashita was high-fiving everybody and she knocked that dude's finger off.
Yeah, his whole hand came off.
Yeah. And
His
then
whole foam hand.
he started crying about it, and then she just like jumped in the ring.
Didn't give a shit.
Nope. Thought that was
Ruthless.
great. Riho is just a really, really good wrestler. I'm guessing the reason that they did that is because Riho and Nyla have wrestled, and Nyla is
If that's true,
questionable at best on her talent at this
and
point.
they did at the last pay-per-view, what was it? Fight for the Fallen?
Yeah.
Yeah. When it was Rio, UK,
Yuka Sakazaki.
yeah, and Yuka, I'm sorry. And Nyla, like, that match was dog shit.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just Rio versus Nyla, that match is going to be dog shit.
All right, I'm going to soapbox for a minute.
Climb on top.
Every time we've seen Nyla wrestle, it has been dog shit. That first four-way match, her and Awesome Kong just took each other out so that Britt and Kaylee Ray could basically have a singles match. Then we had that triple threat match that was atrocious. And then I don't think she looked good in the Battle Royale either. Which, I mean, I know the whole thing was to make her look awesome, but it reminded me a lot of like 2016 Roman Reigns where we were just getting it shoved down our throat.
Okay.
You don't agree? Every time I've seen her, I've just been like, this person should not be wrestling.
That person is an untrained wrestler.
Yeah, but
She should not be wrestling.
no.
Anybody. Ever. She's as bad as Ryback.
Whoa.
Nope, I said it.
Whoa.
And that's hurting Ryback.
yeah, no, Ryback is a good wrestler.
Yeah. But according to CM Punk, Ryback
Okay, if
was
we're going to
garbage.
listen to everything CM Punk says,
Yeah.
he would have been the AEW/WWE's probably Ring of Honor triple champion.
Yeah. He should have been.
No, he's done. He's washed up. He's a has-been. He's a never was. Couldn't even main event a WrestleMania.
Did you just bury this podcast?
All right, welcome to the new show.
Hey, Squirrely D, what's going on?
Just really hate CM Punk.
I can't believe you just said that. CM Punk is universally beloved by all of the wrestling marks and smart marks.
No, not anymore. The tides have turned. This isn't 2014 anymore.
Okay. If you say so.
Is he really done? Did he take his ball and go home?
Oh, hey, it's Big Smoothie.
What was the next match, Doug?
Well, it wasn't CM Punk.
Nor was it John Moxley.
No, it wasn't. Although I would love to see that match.
CM Punk would go over.
Yeah, he'd have to.
Yeah, he would.
I mean, he wouldn't wrestle if he didn't.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a UFC match, so those are the only things he loses.
So okay. Our next match was Cody Rhodes, or Cody featuring Brandy Rhodes. Isn't that how we have to say it now? Versus Sean
Yeah.
Spears.
The chairman.
Sean had Tully Blanchard in his corner. Cody had a Starfleet away team.
Some kind of Star Trek thing.
Yeah. My soapbox is still out, so I'm going to nerd out for just a second.
Look in my eyes and you will see.
Nothing, because he ain't coming out, buddy. He broke my heart, okay?
Bullshit personality.
All right. So this was a pretty solid match. I liked the way Sean came down, like dragging the chair.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to burp.
Okay.
Yeah, it was methodical.
Yeah.
And it was a mind game.
And it was
And
cool
I
as
like
shit.
his contacts.
Yeah. Which, I mean, he's been-
Everything about Sean Spears that night
yeah.
was on point.
The only thing I don't like is I kind of think that he should have won.
Nah. They're telling small stories right now. They're not telling the big stories, which I agree with you to an extent because they're getting ready to go to TV in a month. But right now, let's just do short little stories. They can always go back to this. This is not over.
No.
This doesn't have to even be close.
And thanks to the intervention of another horseman,
Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, he did the bionic elbow, remember? Cody did. He channeled Dusty, did the bionic elbow.
yeah, but Dusty Rhodes was never a horseman.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Talking about Arn Anderson, the
Whoops.
enforcer.
Ric
With
Flair.
the Spine Blaster.
Yes, with the Spine Buster.
Do you think his hand went numb afterward?
Apparently, Jericho asked him if he was okay because he had trouble rolling out of the ring, and Arn Anderson's response was, quote, "I'm fat."
Oh. No, I meant his arm went numb because he has nerve problems.
Yeah. I don't know. He didn't say anything like that. He definitely said he would not be having a match.
Oh, no, he can't wrestle ever again.
Yeah, well,
He's out.
I still marked out for it, though.
Oh, dude, it was amazing because towards the end of Arn's run in WCW, like, he was having all those problems where he lost complete feeling in his arm entirely and still finished a tour.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk. Like, we need to do a spotlight on him and talk about the stuff with Sid Vicious.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm for that. That's a good idea. I will say, like, my one most hated moment in wrestling is when they made fun of Arn Anderson's retirement speech. The NWO did.
I don't like that.
No, I hated it. It was in terrible form.
Yeah, you don't make fun of someone retiring.
No, especially not like that.
No. It was passionate.
Did you find out about the yellow?
The uniforms? Yes, I did.
Oh, so that's
Beginning
that's a
in the
thing
first
now?
regular series episode, The Man Trap, the department colors were slightly altered from the pilot versions. Command and helm personnel were using gold shirts, operations engineering and security personnel wore red, and science medical personnel wore blue, all with black collars and undershirts.
Fascinating.
Yep, except that those were next-gen uniforms. So,
I'm sure the uniforms were the same.
No.
The color schemes, the uniforms are different. The shape and design, but the colors are the same.
no. Actually, in Next Generation, officers went to wearing red,
Oh, did they?
where medical was blue and engineering was yellow.
Who
You
wore
were right.
green?
Nobody.
No.
Oh, that's just like a thing I seen on TV once.
Yeah.
Okay. That don't trek nowhere. I drive in a car.
Is your car a Voyager?
No.
Do you use Enterprise to rent them?
No, it's a tree in Minecraft, apparently.
An Arcadia is not an acacia.
Same spelling.
No, it literally isn't. It has a D in it.
And you're a talking ball of meat.
So anyway, Cody
Is this
Rhodes
a problem?
won. What is going on with this episode? So, are we done?
What was the next match?
Well, we had a ladder match for the AAA titles.
I didn't like this match.
I didn't either. Lucha Bros versus the Young Bucks. I mean, it was the same match.
Zero Firo.
Yeah. Ugh. It's the same match we've seen like 5 times now.
Yeah.
It's just now they added ladders. It wasn't wrestling. It was synchronized swimming.
Fest.
Yeah.
It was a spot fest.
It was but it was also like a mirror spot fest where they were just constantly doing the same thing at the same time.
Some of it was cool.
No, it looked neat. It was
neato. Doug.
Yeah, it was neato badito. It was there was a lot of pageantry. Like, but it wasn't a wrestling match at all. I'm pretty sure Nick Jackson took a really serious bump on his head, though.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think that was not planned.
No, the Bucks got the shit beat out of him in this match.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it was entertaining, but it wasn't wrestling.
Did you like the mask spot
with LAX or whatever they're going to be called?
No. Where
Oh, no, I didn't like that.
You didn't like that at all?
No. I feel it's disrespectful.
Was it a spot?
Yeah, it was clearly a spot. They tied them.
Okay.
But I felt like it was disrespectful.
I mean, he didn't show his face.
No, but I mean, he did to the crowd
How much?
more than he's supposed to.
Okay. Traditionalist.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with respecting.
No, absolutely, but it's his character, so I mean.
Yeah, so if he wants to not wear a mask, that's fine, but don't do it that way.
I mean,
Do it the Rey Mysterio way.
I thought it was a good spot. Become a filthy animal? Because that was the name of that stable.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Yeah.
The 90s were weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, after the match, the Young Bucks were, taken out in waddy bags. The Lucha Brothers celebrated, and Bill Clinton and Richard Nixon came out.
Yeah, dude, I was like, oh my God, someone's going to get left in a jail cell.
And
Die?
since day one-ish.
Oh, I thought it was a political statement. No, it was weird.
Yeah, so LAX came out and helped or knocked out the Lucha Bros and beat them down. However, Impact owns the name LAX, so we don't know what they're going to be called.
JFK.
That would be weird.
I thought we were naming them after airports.
I mean, that's what they're...
Because they do a lot of flying.
Yeah,
Through
actually,
the air.
They do.
Yeah.
I never got that till just now.
Huh.
I like ATL.
Atlanta?
That's where William Street's based out of.
Oh, okay.
That's a meta joke.
Oh, that had
So-
layers.
It's a meta joke.
I see what you did there.
Okay, so we got one more match, and then we can bury this corpse.
Good, because my hands are sore from digging this hole.
Yeah, it's deep. We had Chris Jericho versus Adam Hangman Page for the AEW World Championship.
This was a turd.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be really good.
I mean, it wasn't terrible.
No, it was fine once Jericho, like once Paige got the upper hand, I was like, oh yeah, this is getting good, because I wanted Paige to win. I knew he wasn't going to,
But you
I
wanted to
him
believe
win. And he hit his moves.
Yep.
And I loved it. And then Jericho won with that stupid ass finisher that looks like he just did a spin-a-rooney in front of Paige. like a standing spinneroonie. Like
Let me ask
he
you
did a
something.
little girl's ballerina recital gimmick in front of Hangman and elbowed him in the face.
It's called a pirouette.
Yeah, whatever. Like,
Let me ask
where
you
was his
something.
tutu?
If Jericho had won using a spinneroonie, would your opinion of this match have changed?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. That would have been pretty
That
cool.
would have been badass.
Yeah. I agree with you. It was kind of a boring match. I thought that Paige's dad looked like a bigger threat to Jericho than Paige did.
No shit.
Did you get like a serious like sun-dried Kevin Nash vibe from him?
Huh. Now.
I mean,
Yeah. Huh. It's like retirement. Kevin Nash lives in Florida.
No, he's like clearly a cowboy. Like
Yeah,
on the,
no.
on
Okay,
the range
Texas,
or whatever.
yeah. Or wherever Paige is from. Wyoming.
Texarkana.
That's where Smokey and South Shore the Bandit are from. Because they got to get Coors. That's a different podcast altogether. But I think that they made the right move putting the title on Jericho, even if he lost it at a Longhorn
Paige
Steakhouse.
wasn't ready.
No,
Yeah.
but
Did he lose it at a Longhorn Steakhouse?
he left it in the limousine.
He was eating at a Longhorn Steakhouse?
He was eating at a Longhorn Steakhouse.
They have bubbly at Longhorn Steakhouse?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why he didn't go to Arby's.
Do you think he was eating by himself?
I would have. Yeah, actually, he was.
So he wins the title, and to celebrate, not go home with his wife and kids.
And have an Omaha steak.
Yeah, but which he talks about all the time, so I
Right.
don't understand. He really likes the beef patties. He talked about it on his podcast.
Yeah, but instead of doing any of that,
He went to a Longhorn, got trashed on some Don Perignon.
Yep.
A
And
little bit of
lost.
the bubbly.
Yeah, and he lost his fucking title.
Yep. All of those things are true statements.
Yeah.
Stephen Blake Waltz, also known as Adam Hangman Page, was born in Aaron's Creek, Virginia.
So he's not even a real cowboy.
I'm pissed.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Thank you for the spotlight, Meatwad.
You're welcome, Squirrely D.
Wow.
Yeah. This is
I feel let down. He rode out on a donkey.
it wasn't a donkey.
That should have been because he's a jackass.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah. No, he rode out
Bang,
on
bang.
a horse.
He did ride it on a
I
horse.
didn't like that entrance.
No, I don't. What
I wish
was
he'd
the
have
deal
rode
with
out
the
on
animals
a
in this?
motorcycle.
Because he's the Undertaker.
American badass.
He's Lorenzo Lamas, the Renegade.
No. No renegade. No.
No.
No. God. No, that was Hulk Hogan's idea, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Dude. I don't know, brother.
So anyway, that was all out.
So, which pay-per-view was the best?
All out.
Yeah.
Yeah. None of them were spectacular, to be honest. I didn't think any of them were that phenomenal. Best match of the night was probably the Last Man Standing match on the UK Takeover. But aside from the technical missteps and a few boring but still solid matches, AEW's card was for the main pay-per-view. I did not like either of the matches on the buy-in.
I like the Omega Pac match.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good match. It was scary though. Like, I don't know.
It was scary, but it was the match of that whole show.
Yeah, of All Out, it was the best match for sure.
Do you think that they're going to go to a more WWE-sized outside the ring area because all these people keep getting hurt on the railing?
I would hope so. It's too small on the outside.
but the answer is no. Tony Khan actually came out and talked about that. A lot of the criticisms he addressed. There would be no more animals at pay-per-views, according to Tony Khan.
Horse shit. Is
that
why?
was part of the problem.
Yeah, I figured.
But they want to keep the quote-unquote intimate feel of
light
ring
some
side.
candles and make the fucking ring way bigger, damn it. Play some Barry Manilow. You want to make it more intimate. That's what I do.
Tune in next time for Intimate Moments with Big Smooth.
Meow, wow. Oh my God, I should have a podcast like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like slow jazz underneath it.
Like,
Bring your voice down real low.
So anyway, that's our show for the day.
can't just show me the door and expect me not to run in.
It's been really fun doing this podcast with you guys. I think it was a good last episode.
Yeah, we had a really strong 22 episodes, or 23, or
We had a strong 22. This one was a little
yeah,
sour.
a little dicey.
Yeah, it's like pico de gallo.
You smell any toast?
Always.
Yeah.
If you want to get a hold of us, you can find me at Woodscale1 on the Twitters. And my partner is, of course, Big Smooth with the EDs.
ED on the end, yeah.
Yep.
At Big Smoothed.
Or you can reach us at Crimson Ring Pod if you just want to talk to the podcast as a whole.
Oh, yeah, we have an email. So you should email us because we would love to hear from you. It's draftyq@gmail.com. And if you want to follow us and give us 5 stars on Apple Pods or wherever you listen to your podcast, we would love that because we
I listen at work.
Well, I mean, whatever platform you use to listen to our podcast. iTunes, MeTunes, YouTunes, we all tune. Spotify. I don't think we're on the Stitcher. Are we on the Google Pods? Does anyone know?
Yeah, we're on Google
We're
Pods.
on that one, too. So Android users.
We're also on the YubTubs.
The what?
The YubTubs.
Oh,
with the
YouTube's.
videos.
Yeah. We dressed up once, and then come to find out the camera wasn't working. It was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unions. And don't forget about our contest.
Yeah. So, if you like sushi, or if you don't,
If
you need
just
to
wanna
follow
watch
us on the.
eat
Yeah, if
sushi.
you just want to watch us eat sushi, which is totally fine, we'll even buy. You follow us on the Twitter, and that gives you an entry. If you follow both of us on the Twitter, that gives you 2 entries. If you follow us both and the podcast, that's 3 entries to come eat sushi with me and the Squirrely D.
That's me.
Yeah, that is you. And that's the contest. I mean, that's pretty fucking simple. You have anything to add to that?
No.
Thanks for the help. I appreciate it. Okay.
It was concise. It was clear. It was to the point.
And we're going to give this until the 30th episode.
Yep. If we make it that far.
Hey, guys, why are you even in here?
It's podcast day, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Podcast.
We sprayed insecticides. Also, why the fuck is there 5 pounds of meat sitting in my seat? You
That's
guys,
the producer.
it's 5 pounds of meat. It's like you literally pulled it out of the fridge and set it in. Do I mean that little to you? But fuck it. Just get out of the studio before you die.
This was the Crimson Ring on the DQP Podcast Network. And in the meantime, folks, remember, if you want the crowd to pop, just get some color.